So let's now shift focus again to India. Let's leave Afghanistan for the meanwhile, and let's see who are those players that we actually are looking forward to. Apart from Rohit and Kohli, yes, because I know 90% of the people will say that they're looking forward to Virat and Rohit scoring runs. That's why we got that out of the picture in the beginning only. So apart from them, I'll start with Siddhant. Who's that one guy you actually are looking forward to, and you feel that might just pull that game towards India?
Okay, first of all, I was going to talk about Kohli. I thought Virat
That's why I
Kohli
added that.
you just changed the game, okay? But yeah, I'll speak briefly about Virat Kohli. Virat Kohli, because you remember he was woefully out of form for 3 years, and that 100 against Afghanistan is where it changed entirely for him. In the Asia Cup in 2022, I think this World Cup we have seen nothing from him. Maybe a big score is coming against Afghanistan tomorrow.
We all hope so.
And fingers crossed again for that. But yes, the player I'm looking forward to, and I'm not sure whether he's going to play, but I'm hopeful that he'll play, and that is Kuldeep Yadav. I think with what he brings to the table, with what nobody has seen in this tournament, I think everybody will be like, oh boss, if Kuldeep is into the side, and if the pitch aids any kind of spin bowling, I think he'll be a handful. From the practice footage that we saw today, Rohit Sharma, he was bowling to, and Rohit Sharma was struggling against Kuldeep Yadav.
I was about to say
Okay, Kuldeep Yadav was bowling normal leg spinners from left armour. You know, Rohit was getting inside edges on that. So I
we have that video on the channel.
We have that video, and we'll just see it right now. We'll show it to you. Yeah, so there you go. There you can see how Kuldeep Yadav, is bowling to Rohit Sharma. And I think that sort of gives you an hint. Maybe either he's preparing for Noor Ahmed because he's also a left-arm wrist spinner for Afghanistan. That could be it. But maybe Kuldeep will get a game and I get to see him and perform well.
Because all of us were actually hoping against hope since he wasn't playing. But then we all wanted him in the squad so badly. But if Shalini, Kuldeep Yadav does come in at the expense of whom?
I know who you're pointing at.
I'm not pointing at anyone.
Love. Love, we both know you are pointing
towards whom I know.
I'm not pointing towards anyone. That is supposed to be your opinion.
आप बात कर रहे हैं मियाँ जी के बारे में. मियाँ जी के बारे में, सही बात.
मियाँ जी.
अच्छा, if not मियाँ जी, then who?
चियल करा से मियाँ जी, not मियाँ जी, मियाँ जी. Yeah.
Tongue of slip. Maiya ji. So if not Siraj, if you think that you don't want to drop Siraj, then who?
But who goes out? Do you think Siraj?
She doesn't have an answer to that because it has to be Siraj.
No, but hold on. You tell us, if Kuldeep comes into the 11, who do you think will go out?
Siraj only has to go.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So
why did I receive all that bashing?
No, but that question was directly pointed.
Like slyly you put that question forward.
By the way, who are watching this for the first time, she is a huge Siraj fan and she always wants Siraj to do well. Obviously, we also want him to do well, but then
we want Kuldeep to do better.
Looking at the current situation, he seems to be the only one who might go out if Kuldeep Yadav comes in.
Big if.
If, yeah. And you never know if Kuldeep Yadav doesn't play and Siraj probably takes a fifer. And
which he is capable of.
He is.
I keep saying this about Siraj.
Destroys the sides.
3 games in a row, he will go wicketless. Then 1 game, he'll come and take 6 wickets.
Yes. And Miyaji will be back.
Miyaji will be back.
Yes.
If he goes out.
So India is currently, they are batting till number 8 with the Akshar Patel in the squad and in the playing 11 and also Ravindra Jadeja. But then why isn't anyone talking about the fact that Ravindra Jadeja can probably also go out? Why I say that is because till now he hasn't scored a run, he hasn't taken any wicket, he hasn't taken a catch and he hasn't inflicted any run out as well. So I think when you have someone like an Akshar Patel who probably has different shots in his game as compared to Jadeja, if you have to take that call, do you actually need a number 8 to bat? In these conditions, when we say that the pitch is good, why not Jadeja going out and Kuldeep Yadav replacing him?
Could be a choice, yes. Could be a choice, but it's not going to happen. Let's face it, Jadeja is your first all-rounder pick in terms of spinners, not Akshar Patel. That's one thing. Even though Jadeja has only bowled, if I'm not wrong, 3 overs in this entire tournament. Akshar Patel has bowled his full spells, but Jadeja has only bowled 3 overs, hasn't scored a single run. You are correct. But no matter what, they're not dropping him.
But why? Are we still playing that game where individual brilliance or individual form, it takes a back seat against big names?
See, it's not just about individual form, individual brilliance. If you look at it, Jadeja has never even scored a 50 for India in T20 internationals,
Right.
but he still gets into the side, right? He has played the first 3 games because you believe the guy has the capability, and we have seen that capability. For CSK, he won you that final, okay, last
We're not
year.
talking about the
But I'm talking about a guy playing T20 cricket. We have seen that ability. We have seen that his batting has improved in the past 4-5 years immensely. Okay, it's
It
not
has.
just one-off thing. His batting has actually become much better. But yeah, in T20 internationals for India, maybe that aspect is missing. And yet, even if he doesn't score in the next 2 games, he'll still play.
Yeah,
He will still
that's
play.
also right in a way because you anyway have your third pacer in Hardik, who usually completes his overs and is taken 7 wickets,
7 wickets, highest
That-
wicket taker for India,
highest wicket taker for India. So there you
along
go.
with
So-
Arshdeep. Yeah,
So
both
that's
of them.
why I think you might see that if Kuldeep Yadav is playing, it will be at the expense of Siraj. But now moving forward, Shalini, Bumrah के अलावा बताना.
Kyun Bumrah? Because Bumrah is your guy.
No,
Are you
Bumrah is
picking
not-
Bumrah?
because everyone will pick Bumrah, right? So there's no end to the discussion, right?
Yeah.
So if one say Virat Kohli in batting, other will say Bumrah in bowling. So that doesn't make for a very good discussion. So apart from Bumrah, who do you think that will, जिसे कहते हैं ना, डंडे उड़ा देगा?
I think Akshar Patel and Jadeja.
हम जडेजा के ऊपर तो डिस्कशन हो गया.
I think so because they.
I am the same guy who just spoke about Jadeja and said ke
Glowingly,
क्यों
love
उसको replace करा?
talked about Jadeja
She kept
glowingly,
quiet, kept waiting for her moment,
Yeah.
and then
said
quietly
Jadeja is
said
the player to
Jadeja.
watch out for.
Jadeja is the player to watch out for.
Well, that's her choice. She can pick him.
Yes.
Okay, why Jadeja?
He's an all-rounder, and from what I've read and researched, is that both for in case of this kind of a pitch, which will be favorable for bowlers with a better pace. So therefore, that will be beneficial for both Akshar Patel and Jadeja.
Okay. So
that
she's
is
saying
Because he bowls darts.
that yeah.
Yes.
So basically, you are saying Kuldeep won't succeed here.
Um,
That is other way to look at it.
yeah. So that is why I believe that Jadeja and Akshar Patel are the players
To watch out for.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's come to the
लव
middle
उन्हें
order.
बाहर भेज रहे थे, ये लेके आ गए हैं player to watch out for.
You never know what happens in this Indian team, right? So let's come to the middle order. Yes, we know that
I know
Surya
your
Kumar Yadav. Sorry.
I know your player.
We
You
know-
tell us your player to watch out for.
See, if you consider where are you consider middle order from? One down or where?
After 2 down.
After two down. So for me, I think it has to be Shivam Dube. Yes, I was very furious on that guy, and why I'm laughing is because of the simple fact that Siddhant has probably told you guys about the story when I kept bashing him.
Drop
after he
that
dropped
catch
that
and love went nuts, okay? Even though I think that drop catch won us the game against Pakistan because Rizwan stayed there. But yeah, Love lost his cool there, guys.
Absolutely, and had it been other day, I would have said Hardik Pandya, but then why I say Shivam Dube? Because if he gets going, no score. I mean, you won't be able to predict the score, and India will reach there because we saw
Also-
that Australia game where they scored above 200 at this ground. I think India can also cross 200 if Shivam Dube fires. And also the fact that he bats a position higher up than Hardik Pandya in this World Cup he has. So that's why also I actually want him to fire. And after that game against USA where he got that 30 odd or
31.
31. So I think he
31.
might have got his confidence back as well. That was the pitch which was not conducive for batting, and there as well he got runs.
Hit 1-6, a
Hit
big
1-6
six
as well. He
No.
tried to hit others as well, but then couldn't connect. But then just to finish that game and win it for India, I think that's a big confidence booster for Shivam Dube. And if he has got any confidence from that game, he's going to bring that in the Super 8s, and I think he's the guy to watch out for now. But middle order, Siddhant, yes, Surya has got a 50 there. We know that, and we have talked about Shivam Dubey as well. Hardik Pandya there. Hardik Pandya's batting is still to click. Do you think if Shivam Dubey doesn't join the party, India is in a bit of a bother because you know that your openers are also not scoring runs?
Yeah, see, that is why you have got the insurance with Jadeja and Akshar Patel in the side. Because maybe the Indian team management is like,
And Surya Kumar
we,
also.
no, that's what. So, I'm talking about insurance.
Yeah, okay.
If Surya doesn't fire,
What challenge?
if Hardik Pandya doesn't fire, and if Shivam Dubey doesn't fire, you need quick runs at the end. And these are the three guys you are looking at for those quick fire runs at the depth. Because, yeah, top order will do whatever. Kohli is going to be your anchor, but probably an aggressive anchor at that. But with these three guys, if none of them fire, which we discussed, you remember, against in the USA game also, that the day they don't fire, suddenly you'll feel like, oh, bhai, run kahan se aayenge?
Right.
Run kahan se aayenge? Because at times you get that swing, okay, early on, anywhere you play. Like Wankhede also, even though the pitches are way, way better for batting, Trent Bolt has been very successful because he gets that swing. Even in Barbados, the bounce can be big and the pitches can be good for bowling, like pace bowling at least. So the starters, if these openers and your number three Rishabh Pant, get out cheaply, there'll be a lot of pressure. And the
True.
situation is different here because in USA, you could afford them going at a snail's pace, not scoring runs that quickly. But the pitches here will be better for batting for sure. So that way they'll need runs from these three guys.
Absolutely. And Shalini, let's talk about Virat Kohli a bit, not about his batting and what's he going to do. But then there have been reports that people are saying that yes, Virat Kohli has opened in the IPL, he has been successful there. But then we have been saying that the best position that suits him is number three. Do you actually feel that we should again switch that out and put Virat Kohli at number three or not?
A Virat Kohli is going to be a Virat Kohli wherever he plays. That's what I believe.
वाह नाम ही काफी है
Yes.
नाम ही काफी है
It's
दोस्तों
just that thing needs to click, and it will happen. It will happen very very soon. And then Virat Kohli is going to come back with a bang. And as we have seen earlier, and wherever he plays, is one down, opening, doesn't matter.
But where do you want him to play? One down or opening? Opening because you'll probably get to see him a bit more.
No, he can get out like on the first ball. That doesn't matter. But then,
Can't believe this.
मतलब ये कैसी बातें हो रही हैं
but again, and we want him to open Virat Kohli as an opener. But I think Virat Kohli is going to be a Virat Kohli wherever he plays. Doesn't matter.
I think she's also right in the way that Virat Kohli will be a Virat Kohli. And also the fact that if you actually put him one down, where will Rishabh Pant go? Because he has been successful in this tournament at one down. He has owned that position as well. So if Virat Kohli comes to number three, automatically Rishabh Pant pushes to number four. And that was the whole idea, right? To open with Virat Kohli because you actually wanted that another batter in the team who could play in the middle. And if Virat Kohli doesn't open, then who will? Suddenly it's all a mess, right? So I think India's not going to change that winning combination at all.
like I think they're not going to make any changes. That one change we expect is maybe, also a big maybe, that Kuldeep Yadav might get a game in place of Mohammad
I
Siraj.
think we'll keep contemplating on the fact that
otherwise-
Kuldeep Yadav might play and the tournament will be over.
Yeah, otherwise I don't see any change. I don't think anybody sees any other changes happening
Right.
to that 11.